Yeah, what's up? What? I've been waiting here for like 6 minutes. Where is he? No, you said you were supposed to be on like. What do you mean? You fucking. He was supposed to be back here forever. What do you expect me to do? I mean, it's not my problem if John can't fucking. What are we supposed to tell them? How are we supposed to tell them that John fucking died? Like, it's not. What kind of circumstances is it where John just gets into a fucking car crash because a fucking elf shot him out of the sky? What? Look, how was I supposed to know what was going to happen when he went to Poland? I don't... there was supposed to be a big fucking budget for this. What are we gonna do now? They signed us on for like a multi-year contract. How are we gonna salvage this? Okay, I can think of something. Hold on, just give me like a couple minutes here. I'll figure something out. Hold on. Ugh. Shit. Oh. Hey, you caught me at a weird time. Hey, folks. It's been a bumpy ride to get to these parts. Hold on. You wouldn't believe the trip I've been on lately. It's been a long summer for yours truly. How's it going, folks? It's me. It's your favorite guy, John Worldwide. Back from his summer trip. We went to Poland. How's it been? We got a lot of... what is this? We got a lot of things here for you this month. Last month we went to... we went to Indonesia. And that was a whole lot of fun. We learned a lot about that. And this month, we brought back... shit, what did they say in the... hold on 1 second. Oh, we got the show for you this month. Just you wait, hold on. We got, shit, we gotta cover up the personal information on this one. It hadn't even been opened yet. That means you know this ain't been tampered with. Oh, they said, this show... They signed us to a big... The first show was such a success. We got big things in the store, so it only is fitting that we do something. We gotta look the part, as you can tell. So, why not spend the budget on the... Just look as good as we possibly can. And, for that purpose... we gotta look the part. We gotta get the, how am I gonna be a food guy? How am I gonna be the food spokesperson if I don't got the hat and everything? I mean, this is like this suit cost at least like $300. This is one of those portly sized things. The store, they don't short you on the quality of their product. I'll tell you what. And see, what do we got in here? What do we got? Pretty sweaty. I'll tell you what, it is a heated summer out there in Poland. And I'll tell you what, strange things happen over there. Hold on, we'll bring this down here. Let me show you what we got. I opened the box the wrong way. So it's kind of a mess. But as you can see, everything's in there. You got the... Wait a minute. Shit, they didn't fucking tell me. They didn't... This is not Poland. This is not what they told me it was going to be. Maybe I should have opened it first. What do you think? This is, I don't know about you, but I'm like 90% sure this is not Poland. I'm at least 80% sure that's not what this is. They fucking sent them to the wrong place. Well, I don't know where we got this, but hey, show's a show. That's, oh, you saying this, Paul? All right, well, I'll take your word for it. Strange things happening. Well, might as well read what we got. I'm actually kind of excited to try this. I've kind of wanted to try, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been fed some shit this whole time about how Britain just does not, England doesn't do shit with their food. Their food is fucking United Kingdom. It says United Kingdom on the thing. They got me hyped up saying we were gonna try some food from Poland for the longest time, and they give me this. I guess, well, show's a show. Show must go on. You know what they say. They got a picture of... What is all this? What is this? Oh, it says it's a picture of the London Bridge. As if I hadn't already seen that in the Spider-Man movie from all those years ago. You think I don't know what the London Bridge is? Who doesn't know what the London Bridge is? Who doesn't know? They saw Jake Gyllenhaal do his thing on there. And that's all they needed to see. That's all they needed to see. That's everything you needed to know about Britain right there. What are we supposed to... They told me a lot of things. They told me a lot of things, but I guess I still gotta get a cut of that check at the end of the day. So you know what? We're gonna tell you about Europe and the UK and England and everything, and it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a darn good time, and I'll tell you what. First of all, we're gonna have to edit the title a little bit here. Apparently we're doing British stuff today. This is not what I was expecting. But you know what? It is what it is. And this is not... The chef's hat is a little firm. The chef's hat is a little firm today, so I actually can't wear the headphones, but you're going to have to enjoy the tunes regardless. Let's see. Let's get started, why don't we? And we'll get the spread on and show you everything one by one in a second here, but why don't we first, read what they sent on the postcard. I feel like I've been just... Look, I know that maybe you feel like you've been lied to, and I definitely feel like I've been lied to, but, show's gotta go on, and we might as well see to that. We're gonna have a good time this evening, okay? It is fucking sunny out. I'm gonna have to block that with my head, but let's see. Welcome to the United Kingdom, and we take a good look at the London Bridge again. Isn't that just a fantastic sight? I've never seen it before in my whole life, and it really is something to behold. And you have like a big, what are those like? I feel like you open the shell on this building here, and there's going to be like a bunch of smaller versions of the same building in there. Well, like one of those babushka-looking things, like the little Russian dolls. And inside the Russian doll is like a smaller one, whatever you call that. And I feel like the building is just going to be one of those right here on the left. And that piques my interest a little bit, but not as much as this text does. And we're going to read that. This month's treats come to you from United Kingdom. Well, this is news to me. Located in northwestern Europe and known as a country of the Union Jack, the United Kingdom is a nation with a deep heritage of history and culture, and is made up of several countries, with England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland formally unified in the year 1922, and as such, it has an incredibly diverse culture which is reflected in the range of its snacks. In this box, you will find classic treats that have stood the test of time, such as fruit. I'm already going to mispronounce a word. We're not even going to make it like what? We're not even making it 22 minutes into the stream, and I'm going to pronounce a word wrong. But it says pastilles. Pastilles. What's the point of putting it here? Look at this shit. Look at this shit here. I'll show it to you. What is this? What is this? I want to say it's like almost like a... See, I hear English people often talk about like pastries and pasties and stuff, and I feel I almost want to pronounce it to something akin to that, but it doesn't look right to me. But hold on. Here's a way we can read this. They've been around since 188. It says. I feel like that has to be a typo. I feel like that has to be 1888 or something like that. Shortbread, which is a classic Scottish treat originating from the 12th century, and more. You will find unique treats like Scorched Peanut Bar by Cook's, which is a treat crafted with scorched peanuts. They burnt that shit. Caramelized toffee and creamy milk chocolate coating. We made sure to include a good mix of savory flavors with sweets and biscuits, and we hope you like the selection. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the treats. I know the text is blurry. What are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? There's nothing. We can't do shit. We can't do shit. They scorched these fucking peanuts. They scorched the peanuts, and they expect me to believe that English cuisine is up to snuff. And they tell me, listen, I've been fed all this stuff for years about the reputation the cuisine has over there. And to be honest with you, it's hard to put up the guys that I'm really looking forward to this. But when life gets me down, the pursuit of knowledge always brings me back up, and that's why we have things to read. And when I was a young one, they told me reading is a gateway to new worlds. And by God, am I gonna not get excited to go to fucking Britain in the store? What the fuck, man? Hey, we'll just cut that out in post. Hey, we got some fun facts about the United Kingdom. Let's talk about that. 64,769,452 is the population as of a whopping 5 years ago. In July of 2017, we're keeping the facts up to date. They speak English. They speak English and Irish. Parentheses Gaelic. Wow, that's really the capital of the UK is London. Of the entire UK. Is this what we're is this what we're selling as facts? Is that true? Is that actually true? I find that kind of hard to believe that they named a capital of England as the entire capital of the UK. Can someone check that? Can someone fact check that? Fun fact, Britain was big stinky in 1858 because the sewers broken because of the hot weather. Wasn't there like a whole century later it was also big stinky because of like the fog that was like deadly or some shit? Is there just like a crisis every 100 years? I mean, aside from the other crisis that happened involving potatoes, we're not going to talk about that. London is capital according to... What the fuck? That's depressing. That's sad. That's really sad. Let's see. They have a temperate climate. They have a parliamentary constitutional monarchy. Try saying that 5 times fast. A GDP of 2.6 trillion in 2016. And they have a national holiday of Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, or the Monday following if the 26th of December falls on a weekend. I feel like the weekend would be a perfect day for a holiday, but I mean, I get the day off after, it's fine. And now we have the actual fun facts, hopefully. I'm in a little bit of a bummer mood now. But that's okay. That's okay. It's going to improve over time as soon as I try some of these delectable treats. The UK is a leading trading power and financial center, being the third largest economy in Europe after Germany and France. During the greatest extent of its expansion, the British Empire covered over 1/4 of the Earth's surface. I mean, draw what conclusions you have to about that. Windsor Castle, located in England, is the oldest and largest occupied castle in the world. One of the countries, Scotland, includes over 700 islands. Well, I actually didn't know that. That actually is kind of interesting. The roe deer and red deer are the only indigenous animals in the UK. Everything else is fake. Nothing else is native. It's all fake. They're telling you lies. Read it for yourself. It's true. It's at the very. Is that even going to focus? It's not going to focus. You're just going to have to take my word for it. There should be. Got my hopes up. There should be like one more thing. Oh, right, because it's right in front of me. Once again, it has the what is this? The summary of everything that's in there. And I think in the interest of saving time, what I'm gonna do is just take something out. Hold on. Let's make this more interesting. Last stream that we did this, I had a table in front of me and I was like way out in the back. And while that is an interesting kind of perspective, it was a little bit hard to go back and forth and show everything to you and put it up to the camera without it like blurring and losing focus. So we're just going to look at everything here. And we're just going to do it like this. Some of this stuff actually looks kind of interesting. Hold on. Ignore that sound. That was me dropping some unimportant shit. Here's our box, and it's kind of. Wait a minute, do they got prawn chips in here? Wait a minute, what is this? Flamin' Hot. It's Walker's. It's the equivalent to Lay's, and it's a grab bag. Despite the fact, see, I'm gonna have to get used to like the non-American sized portions because this feels like something that should be like, oh, it's big or whatever, and this does not impress me whatsoever for the size. What is this? Miniature monsters with big, crispy heads. Monster Munch. I feel like I've heard of this. I feel like I've seen this somewhere. Damn, if they own all that land, I hope the snack's gonna taste... Well, we're gonna find out. Is this one of those snack boxes? It is. It is. This is the second month that we've been doing this from, it's Try Treats, or I guess just Treats. And, it's interesting. It's interesting. Binley Mega Chippy. Whatever that means. I feel like you can't... Oh, this is a flavor-baked corn snack. Baked, not fried. I guess it's just like a flaming hot corn snack. That'll be interesting. I've heard a very popular snack in the UK is like prawn chips, and I'm going to be kind of disappointed if those aren't in here, actually. Oh! See, it's funny I mentioned that because there they are right here. Okay, hold on. We can read these as we go here. See the Monster Mash, the Monster Munch. See, that's just a flaming hot corn snack. Hot and spicy crisps are not for the faint of heart. Shaped as a monster's paw, these corn snacks have been a favorite snack ever since they were launched in the UK in 1977. The second thing is the Prawn Cocktail by Tato's. Is a pack full of crunchy, salty crisps with each bite beautifully melting in the mouth. Made with Irish potatoes, sunflower oil, and the classic shrimp cocktail flavor, these crisps are guaranteed to become a favorite. This is something, unironically, I have been interested in trying for like years. And I guess if there's one bright spot of this mishap where I thought it was going to be Poland and it wasn't, we can at least try these. And I might actually save these towards the end because of, you know, I've been waiting to try these for a while. Oh, chocolate oranges. Surely those have got to be in here. Why would they not be in here? Actually, I'm not sure they're in here. I don't see them. Why would you not include chocolate oranges in it? Well, see, we're already going to be knocking on this a little bit. This is This one looks interesting. I was a little disappointed at first because I thought this was going to be like another thing of like the cheese crackers from last time, but this is something else. It is a Milky Bar from Nestle. I've never actually properly learned how to fucking pronounce their name, but that's their fault, not mine. Milky Bar by Nestle are a bag. Okay. Oh wait, this is white chocolate buttons? Okay, never mind. This is actually kind of the shit probably. These buttons are made from their best-selling Milky Bar white chocolate. Try and see if you like the Cadbury buttons better or Nestle. Oh, there's like 2 versions of these. What if you passed away? Why are you being rude? Why are you being... You don't need to be rude to John Worldwide, okay? He's doing his best to be your snack dealer and your snack guy that you go to for knowledge. I don't have to be here. I don't have to be here. I do have to be here. That's what they said in the contract. But, you know, you don't have to be like that. I'm doing all this for you. I'm doing all this for you. What else do we got? What is this? Hold on. What is this? Reed's Baked Treats. Oh, this is from Scotland. Oh, it's like a buttery shortbread kind of thing. Baked Treats from Reed's. And what does this say? It's shortbread by Reed's. Shortbread's made by a Scottish recipe in Scotland. Who could have ever guessed? These delicious all-butter shortbread biscuits contain more butter than your average shortbread. So these are just shortbread cookies. These will probably be fine. I'm not expecting anything to be, like, extremely, foreign to my taste buds, I suppose. Not like maybe the Indonesia stuff, but even then, you know, the weirdest thing in there was maybe the tea straws. I was expecting if the Polish stuff was actually here, those would have been strange, because there was like a sesame seed peanut butter thing going on in there, which also wouldn't have been incredibly strange, but it would have been like a little bit different. Guinness chip, yeah, what is this? Rich chili flavor. You thought it was goof? Well, it's not. Idiot. It's not him. It's not him. If they tell you otherwise, they're wrong. I only know potato because I saw someone eat a sour cream and cheddar chocolate bar. What the fuck? What? Why would you combine that? That sounds terrible. I thought it was going to be like a chip thing, because sour cream and cheddar goes well, but then you introduce chocolate to the equation. Why would you do that? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when I say, like, Britain does weird shit to food that they shouldn't ever be doing. John Worldwide, you can't eat those, you're straight edge? No, Goof is straight edge. John Worldwide is not, obviously. Duh. What is this? A delicious creation of hand-cooked quality potatoes, crisped to perfection, and then seasoned with a selection of herbs, tomato, and chili, combined with the flavor of the world's most iconic stout. Interesting little packaging they got going on. It looks refined. It also says Bert's on it. I don't know who Bert is, but he understands how to do packaging. Weed smoking stream. Okay, I'm not going that far. Weed is gross. And obviously this isn't real alcohol. It's just chips that are kind of flavored like that. So, you know, even if it, you know, was goof, then you would be fine, because it's just chips. It's like eating beer batter fish sticks. It's going to be fine. Anyway, you know, while people aren't being so rude, there's some more information here on the actual, like, card. I was reading the description on, like, the chips a second ago. Hand-cooked potato chips flavored with a unique blend of roasted barley and hops. The combination of savory crisps with the flavor of Irish stout and chili give these chips a truly unique flavor. I'm sure this will be interesting. Next, let's see, there's a few more things in here. Is this just like... Oh, these are the fruit pastel thing. What is this? This is like a chewy thing. This is like Lifesavers or something. I feel like this is just going to be like Lifesavers. What the fuck is a pastille? Where's this? Okay. Chewy fruit-flavored gummies. Okay, it's just gummies with real fruit juice. And no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Initially introduced back in 1881. These things are old! Which probably explains why they have a name that's strange to me. Fruit gums are a timeless and classic British treat. If this is the timeless and classic British treat, and I'm disappointed by this, it's not looking good. It's not going to look good, but I don't know how you screw up fruit gummies, so I think we'll be fine. Randoms. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. This is like some exclusively British thing. Well, then again, so is like everything else in here. What is this? Where does it say? From ping pong paddles and paintbrushes to snowflakes and saxophones, each pack of random contains millions of possible random sweet combinations. You'll never know quite what you're going to get. That is a very strange description. But I guess this is like the mystery candy. You eat this and there could be like poison in it and you would never know. So that'll... I hope that's not what this is. But there's that. That's going to be interesting. And there's... Oh, hold on. This is that scorched peanut bar they were talking about. Is this just going to be like a payday that has like chocolate in it? Is it just going to be like I bite into it and it's just all peanuts? I already eat like protein bars and that already feels like I'm biting into a bunch of peanuts. So is this going to be any different? It hasn't been opened since 1983. The gummies? Or the randoms or what? Random was poison. I take a bite of this and I feel so random. I grow like... I feel like I have to go to Hot Topic. Is that... I'm hoping that's not what is entailed in that. Okay, hold on. The scorched peanut bar. That's like such a weird adjective to use. Do they really just scorch peanuts and say that's what we're going to put in our candy? Crafted with scorched peanuts, caramelized toffee, and a creamy milk chocolate coating. Perfect as a sweet midday pick-me-up or evening dessert. You take a bite and it's random. You grow eyebrows again. I have eyebrows. I have at least one eyebrow. There's like a second one here if you look really closely. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I have everything that I should have. There's nothing wrong. Everything's fine. Okay? Can we look at the food? I have eyebrows. You can't tell me I don't. There's like two... What is this? What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this the orange chocolate? This is the orange chocolate. They do have it. They do have it. I thought they were going to short me. Okay, this really is a British box. Okay, hold on. Jaffa Bar by Lee's. Let's hold this up here so we can get a look at it. It's an orange-flavored fondant coated in rich Belgian chocolate for the perfect balance and taste. This treat from Lee's of Scotland reminds us of chocolate oranges, but in candy bar form. So it's not really a chocolate orange, but it's like flavored like one. I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks like it has like a weird consistency to it. It's like it almost looks like the inside is like a gummy candy, but it's like just kind of has like the chocolate on the outside, and it feels like it feels hard. It feels very hard. It feels like this is just like a gummy thing. I feel like this is gonna be like really chewy. So that I very well might try this first. I might try the chocolate orange first because I feel like that's like the most interesting part of this. But first we gotta talk about the strangest name, even more strange than randoms. Digestive creams? Why? Why? Why would you call it that? This feels like something you would give to an old person in a retirement home. This is gonna be. It's got fiber and it's gonna be really good for your stools. Hill Biscuits digestive creams are a unique take on the nation's favorite creamy sandwich biscuit. Your favorite creamy sandwich biscuit sounds like it's akin to a Fiber One bar. Way to go. A combination of the popular digestive biscuit. Okay, it really is just calling it that in the description here. With the custard... Oh, it has custard filling? Oh, hold on. No, hold on. My opinion just changed on this. Hold on. Now I'm actually kind of interested. Custard filling makes this a fantastic sweet treat to enjoy during your tea time. Oh, there it is. Or on its. There's no own here. It literally says on its. There's no other word after that. It just up at the top here. It just says on its. Great typing. Great English. Great work, guys. All right, I can't wait to see what you do next month. We're gonna get the box out of the way here. What do I even say about Look, it's a casual day at the office here. Listen, the pre show here was a little bit hectic. It was a little bit hectic, so I had to throw some stuff together. You know, John Worldwide. You know, sometimes he's a little bit of a chaotic figure, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. What do we want to try first here? I'm leaning, or I'm thinking about maybe the chocolate orange, but I think I'm going to leave it up to you. What do we think? What do we want to try first? Let's get the whole spread going on here. We got the chocolate orange. This is actually a huge fucking thing. We got the digestive creams. No! The hat. We're not doing this bit again. Not this fast. Not this fast. We have so much actual food here. I'm trying to show you. We got the scorched peanut bar. We got the possible poison. We got the still, I promise it's straight edge bag of chips. We got the prawn chips, which are kind of in frame just enough. And then we got the Milky Bar. And move that right here. We got the gummies and the shortbread. Where can I put these? Right here? Yeah, that's fine. Eat hat. Listen. Listen. All right. You know what? You know what? You're dragging me through dragging me through the ditch here. Okay. There is only so much that I can take at a time, and I've been trying to put on this show for you. And you don't even know I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Everyone's always looking at me. And they like to make the jokes and they tell me, oh, eat your hat. Eat the chain. Oh, eat the glass. Well, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. You know what? The hair was there the whole time. The hair was there the entire time. I don't need it. I don't need the hat. I don't need the hat. I could make my hair look. It really got fucked up in there, but it's okay because I got another one. It's okay because I got another one. I got another hat. John Worldwide always comes in prepared. I am who I say I am. I am who I say I am, and I can promise you that. And I can put these on now. You saw me throw it. I had another one prepared. John Worldwide always comes prepared. And you can't tell me that I'm not. I actually look a lot better with the headphones, like, kind of crunching this down. Hey, look! It's flat now. You know there's no, like, rat in here pulling the strings. There's no Ratatouille in here. It's all hair now. I look like I'm a wrestler. It looks like a bandana from this angle. I could be bald under this now. You wouldn't know without context. Looks pretty sick, actually. You got the chain. We got the whole thing going on. Your attitude. Well, you're not in my hat. I proved it. You saw it. You're on the other end of the screen. Now that our business is settled up, and I showed you that I am who I say I am. Because obviously I'm John Worldwide. What do you say we try some of these British foods, some of these English foods, some of these Scottish foods, what have you? I'm pretty sure everything in here was either from England or Scotland. They should have just... There was nothing from Wales in here that I saw. There was nothing from... Whatever other country was on that list. Oh, wait, no, there was some Irish stuff in there, actually. But there's nothing from Wales. You're hoping for a rat? Well, maybe another time. Maybe on, like, a streamer's channel who does things with rats. But here we do things with John Worldwide. And so we're going to look at things that are from the worldwide. Now, let's get back to business. Let's get back to the matter at hand here. Let's move this to the center. Out of all these things, we got the whole spread. What do we want to try first? It all looks so appetizing. Eat orange, maybe? We got the orange. We got one vote for orange. Anyone else want to see something first? I'm going to give full descriptions and reviews. You want to... I'm your snack dealer, and you got to know what you're getting in these packages. We got one vote for the milk button. We got another vote for the Jaffa. Milk is evil food? Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you? You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? But we're not going to talk about that. Don't ask me how I know that. I'm John Worldwide. John Worldwide knows things. We got another vote for the milk. It's tied, 2-2. Right now it's tied between the chocolate orange bar and the milky bar. Don't bring him into this. I don't know who you're talking about. I wouldn't know possibly who you're talking about. There's only so many different people that drink milk who are villains. It would be difficult to narrow it down to one figure. You know, of note. But we're not going to talk about that. This isn't the stream for that. Surely we're not going to talk about Adrian's shortcomings on this stream, are we? John Worldwide wouldn't do that. Now, let's focus on the issue at hand. Milky Bar or Jaffa Orange. Someone's got to break the tie here. Which one do we want to have first? We got 2 for milk and 2 for the Jaffa Orange. Who's going to be the third vote? We can do milk and then orange. Say no more. Why don't we try the Milky Bar? This isn't even a bar. They lied to me from the get-go. Is this actually... No, wait, this actually might be a bar. Hold on. What's the information here? This is a really weird looking nutritional facts thing. I'm never gonna get used to this. It's so because like the numbers are so small, but that says the serving is 17 pieces for one serving. It says like right here. It's mirrored, so I'm not used to that. But maybe it's not a bar. What is this? Oh, what the fuck? What a... This looks really messy, actually. Did this like melt on the way or something? Look at this. It looks like it melted inside the container. It just got stuck to like the inner walls or something. It said there was pieces. This just looks like one big glob. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this like melted or something. Tastes good though. Look, it just became like a big like glob, like a big mound of just like white chocolate. So, you know, the presentation is going to dock it some points, but at the end of the day, it's white chocolate. Although, the consistency of this, it makes it like, it's like peanut butter. It gets stuck to the roof of your mouth a little bit. That is a very chewy, like, thick consistency that gets stuck to your roof of your mouth. Having said that, it's white chocolate. You can't mix with white chocolate. Oh my god. It is really getting stuck to like the roof, like the back of the roof of my mouth. And yet, I can't stop eating it because in my heart of hearts, I know white chocolate fucking slaps. And it's better than milk chocolate in every conceivable way. So, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, I can appreciate it. 10 out of 10. For being white chocolate. You can't miss with that. It's so fucking good. I'm not, Hey, look, and it says, milk is our #1 ingredient. And look at me. I turned out great. I turned out great. I'm not evil. I'm fucking awesome. I'm exactly who I say I am. Which means I'm awesome. Let's just make one thing clear. You know what I'm saying? Let's relax a little bit here. Let's unbutton the suit a little bit. We came decked out a little bit, but you know what? We're a ways in now. I didn't have a button-up shirt for this, but it's fine, because I'm John Worldwide, and things get a little chaotic sometimes. That's what evil people say. Well, you know what? I'm not evil, and I'm saying it, which means you can trust me. I give you a thumbs up, which means you can trust me. We're gonna do the chocolate orange next, yeah? I mean, the first thing was just pure white chocolate. There's not really much else to say for that. It was great. It gets stuck to your roof of your mouth a little bit. It was kind of like just holding like a glob of like melted chocolate, which that's what it was, but it was good. This thing is... Oh, what the fuck? This thing's like... Okay, I thought it was going to be like hard to open, but it actually is fine. Okay, this... Yeah, there must be like a melting problem in here, because this is also a little bit stuck to the wrapper on the inside a little bit. Fortunately, we're not... You know, I don't think that's going to degrade the taste that much. It looks fine. I took like a little piece off of it at first, and I can already kind of taste the orange a little bit. I think the white stuff coming out here is probably what the filling is for the orange, if I had to guess. This thing looks substantial. This thing is like huge, actually. Like, this is like a thick bar. I can't like... It's hard to do it justice unless you're in person. The chocolate is melting onto my thumb. Yuck. Don't judge me. Evil people... Do evil people, suck on their thumbs to get the chocolate off? I hope not. Because I'm not evil. Let's take a bite, why don't we? Oh, that's not hard at all. I mean, that's like actually not chewy at all. That thing just like... That's like a melt in your mouth. Like, as soon as you bit it, it just... The consistency is not actually that tough at all. That surprised me. It honestly feels akin to like taking a bite into like a York peppermint patty. It's a little bit tougher than that. But it's not like... There's no chewiness to it. You just bite it, and it's fine, and it gives way pretty easily. Now, I thought it was going to be like kind of more of like a gelatinous interior here. But this is more of like... It kind of has like a creaminess to it. It's like... It kind of is like a similar consistency to what is on the inside of York peppermint patty, but still a little bit firmer than that, I suppose. More firm. It's not a real chocolate orange, but it is good. No, it is not a real chocolate orange. I imagine if it was, then it would look like an orange, wouldn't it? What you want for a real experience is Terry's chocolate orange. Now, unfortunately, that's a little bit beyond my control, but this ain't bad. This is pretty good, actually. I was expecting it to kind of not very... I was expecting it not to blend very well together because I've never had a chocolate orange. But it almost reminds me of like a custard-filled thing. This is actually a nice blend. I'm actually kind of pleasantly surprised by this. What did, Hold on. I want to see more about what this said again. Let me read this description again. Orange-flavored fond... Well, I guess I don't really know what a fondant is. I never really looked that up. But it says it's a perfect balance. What's a fondant? Can someone explain that to me? Maybe that explains it. But I'm a lot higher on this than I thought it was going to be. This is like at least a good like 7 out of 10. For sure. I don't really know how to explain what it is on the interior here, but it's like... I thought it was going to be like a gummy thing in there. That's not what this is at all. So, I'm going to put that to the side because there's more of this stuff to try, and I feel like if I eat this whole thing, I'm going to get full a little bit sooner than I would like to. But I'm definitely going to finish this later. I don't want to gorge myself here. That would be a bad idea. Especially considering I've actually been doing pretty well on calories today. Up to this point. Obviously, I'm throwing that in the garbage with this, but... You know. Maybe there's a chance I don't tip the 2,000 calorie limit. Rolled fondant is made of sugar, water, and corn syrup. Well... Sugar, water... I mean, that's a pretty simple... concoction. For sculpting and shaping, gelatin or glycerin is added. There could be some gelatin in there, maybe. It felt like relatively Excuse me. It felt kind of firm, but not as firm as I was expecting. Like if it was like a real gummy thing. So maybe like a little bit of gelatin, but not a whole lot. So we did the first two things that we were looking at. People really wanted those two off the list first. We still got plenty on the board here. Let's see if we can move a few things back. Kind of got the cocktail prawns right in the corner there. And then obviously the Guinness chips. Do we have a preference on what we would like to try next? You know, I was in the gutter, I was in the dumpster, in the dumps, as you would say, at the beginning of the stream, because I was lied to. But honestly, I'll keep it real with you. So far, I think this is turning out to be a little bit better than the Polish food would have been, wouldn't you say? The first two, we're off to a good start. Everyone loves chocolate, don't we? Taste a little bit of the randoms, so we can go to Hot Topic. Okay, why not? Hot Topic stream. Listen, I'm not sure if Goof is the one for that. I feel like the real Hot Topic person of our friend group is of Goof's friend group is CJ. You can or cannot tell him I said that. It's up to you. Hey, look, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. I read that in the wrong order, but you can trust them. That means they're not evil, just like me. And make sure you recycle. No, you're serving 6 sweets equals 1 serving. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna eat more than that. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. How big are these? Oh, this smells actually very nice. Oh, that is like a strong gummy smell. That's kind of legit. Here, we got the, it's like a whole bag of like little fruit snacks. Oh, these are like some Haribo consistent. They're like actually pretty soft. It's like the real gummy fruit stuff. This actually looks pretty solid. What's this one? Oh, yeah. It's just like eating like a gummy bear. Does it have, I just realized on the label. You got like a llama, or what is this? I think that's a llama. It says more random than a monkey playing a saxophone, which I guess is why they have that little blurb on the description of all the treats. You can't read that, can you? If you look very closely, more random than a monkey playing a saxophone. That is so freaking random. Since 1881. Is there like a key for what the flavors are? I don't know if it has that. But it does say billions of possible combinations, all bursting with irresistible fruity flavors, meaning you'll never get the same bag twice. I would have liked to know what possible flavors there were, even if like the combinations are different, but it doesn't tell me. Oh, hold on. Some of them were like very like gummy, like a Haribo gummy bear, but other ones are kind of more like, this looks like someone you get in like one of those like Welch's like fruit snacks or something. I mean, not Welch's, but there's like the ones that doesn't look like so like gelatinous, but more like a fruit snack type of thing, you know? I don't know. This isn't like that at all. Hold on. No, what is this? No, this is different. I don't know how to describe that. It's something I've had before, but it's... The taste of that one wasn't very strong, but I have no idea how to explain what I just tasted. I'm actually left completely unsure how to explain that. This one has like 2 sides. I'm sorry, I'm not giving like the most like riveting commentary on that because I really don't know how to explain it. It was like... It was like subtle, almost like cotton candy almost, but it doesn't taste like cotton candy. Looks like plastic. Are you saying this looks like plastic or the other thing looked like plastic? It was alright. Like, it wasn't particularly good. It wasn't bad. This one's got 2 sides on it. One of those sides almost reminds me of like a plum type of flavor. Maybe. The other one, I can't tell what it is. It's definitely an interesting kind of setup. There's like some flavors in here I haven't had before. There's another one. You know what this... Okay, you know what this kind of reminds me of? I think I just realized. You know the circus peanuts? Circus peanut, like you get like the bag of like the orange like little marshmallow things. I think these are like a marshmallow type of thing. I think that's what it is. The lighting in here is so bad. It's like these things are so bright, but this is like a Big Ben type of thing. This has like the look and feel and consistency of the circus peanuts. So I think there's like a marshmallow thing going on here. I was expecting it to be like just all like a gummy type of thing, but no, I don't think that's what this is. Oh yeah, this is like a marshmallow thing. I realize now. This isn't like a gummy thing at all. This is a marshmallow thing. Hey, don't scare me. It's like a fruit flavored like marshmallow thing. Don't scare me with that edible talk. Fun fact though, Goof told me this himself. He said not to tell anybody, but obviously I don't listen to him. When he used to work at Chick-fil-A, someone gave him an edible and didn't tell him it was an edible until after he already had it in his mouth and was chewing it. Because he just thought it was like a piece of candy, and the guy didn't say anything at first. And he just took it assuming it was a piece of candy and was chewing it, and only then did he say it was an edible. And fortunately, Goof did not swallow that, and he spit it out. And he was very upset about it, being the straight edge that he is. And frankly, regardless of whether, regardless of how I make fun of Goof because he's straight edge, you should probably tell someone if you give them an edible, like, before they eat it. Because, like, he could have swallowed that. But that was some time ago. Well, that's just a very pleasant orange flavor to it. That one was definitely like an orange flavor. Randoms? Pretty good for the gummies. The marshmallow things are kind of weird. They're not bad, I just don't know why they're in here. They're not, they're not notable of any way, but the gummies are definitely a nice, like, very fruity flavor. It's like a strong, good flavor for that. It's definitely better than anything I've had from, like, Haribo. This is probably better than anything Haribo would make, in my opinion. So I'd say maybe, like, the gummies? Like, as far as they go, they're like an 8. The marshmallows are like a 5, because there's nothing really... They're not particularly any kind of, like, real strong flavor. They're just kind of there, I would kind of prefer if there were just more of the gummies instead. I prefer the gummies to those. So... the high points for that, they're very high. The low points are just kind of eh. But not a bad candy at all. And now we are left with, I believe, 7 of these, right? I think it was like a pack of like 10 snacks overall, so we got much more. We still got plenty more to look at. What do we think? What are we thinking, fellas? This is enough food for a king, which is why it probably came from England or the UK. There's no king in there anymore, is there? There hasn't been a king in there for like a century, but let's not talk about that. Stout chips. We got the pastilles. Change their mind, let's do the stout chips. If I get drunk on this, I'm going to be annoyed. But I won't say anything because I'm pretty sure being drunk is like against TOS on stream. I don't know if that is true or not, but I ain't about to risk it. I mean, it's not going to be anything. It's just, it's chips. Continuing our partnership to create delicious potato chips. We've hand-cooked quality potatoes to crisp perfection before seasoning them with a selection of herbs, tomato, and chili in combination with the flavor of the world's most iconic stout to create Guinness rich chili potato chips. Hops with chili is an interesting combination that feels refined to some extent. But also you know, I'm not sure I understand, like, the whole alcohol isn't in the flavoring of chips thing. I guess I'll know when I try it. Packed with rich flavors, rich layers of iconic flavor, Guinness rich chili potato chips will have you coming back crunch after crunch. Whether in the pub, gathered on the couch for your Saturday night TV fix, or getting ready for the weekend game, Guinness rich chili Burt's chips are your perfect snacking partner. And here on the back, it has like the nutritional information, you know, social information and stuff, and actually normal nutrition facts that are. And when I say normal, I mean more of like what I'm used to. Which begs the question: could there possibly be like, could this be in like America somewhere? Could this also be in America? Now this version would be, you know, just for the UK, because it says on the website here .co.uk, so this is definitely, you know, their thing. And the description also says that, but I'm wondering if there's like an equivalent for like, could I theoretically find something like this in the US? Probably not, but let's just try a couple of these. Let's take a smell test here. That's a strong... That is definitely a strong chili flavor. That smells like exactly like if someone had just made like a pot of chili. I'm not kidding. What is this? Is there like... What kind of spices do they got in here? Let's read the a few of the ingredients here. Where does it say that? Does it say that? Oh, it's at the top, actually. I was expecting it to be at the bottom. Potatoes, sunflower oil, sugar, yeast extract powder, salt, natural flavors, onion powder. There is, in fact, some paprika in here. Or paprika, excuse me. Which that was actually what I was expecting to find here. That I could smell that. Paprika powder. Barley malt extract powder, garlic powder, spices, chili pepper powder, obviously, tomato powder, citric acid, paprika extract color, and chili extract. So, a lot of interesting like spices they got going for the flavor here. And no, I'm pretty sure it did not say alcohol in there. Obviously, duh. It's a good crunch to it. This isn't bad. Not overly spicy by any extent. And definitely like a notable like chili flavor to it. And maybe a tinge, like a very slight hint of bitterness. And I wouldn't call it bitter by any extent, but like you can kind of taste like maybe a little bit of hops flavor. Just enough to know that it's there, but it definitely doesn't have any major role in it. It's definitely more of that chili flavor. In fact, I would say this is something you could probably dip in this in chili, and it would actually be a very good combination. If that, you know, is something you would ever think about doing. No, I'm digging this. I would buy these again if they were near me. And these are actually pretty fucking good. Paprika. That's how it's pronounced. No, these kind of slap actually. These are like a solid 8. This is a great combination. I don't think there's been a single thing so far that I've had where I wouldn't eat it again. Everything in here has been very solid so far. You know what? I was shit talking England and all at the beginning of this, all the UK. But the snack food has been pretty on point up to this point. I'm going to be honest. Not going to lie. I'm very pleasantly surprised. Let's move everything back a little bit here so we got everything in view. This is everything we got left. Does anyone, any takers, any... I remember someone said the pastilles a second ago. Do we want to do that next? Or is there something else that's kind of piquing the interest? I think I still want to do the prawn cocktail last. So I'm going to move that away. But anything else, like, kind of in the row here that is kind of piquing anyone's interest? The one that looks like food? I mean, they all look like wrappers. Various food packaging. So I don't know what to tell you. The Pastille says the Pastille. I already threw the other hat away. This is my last one. The one I have is my last one. I can't eat that one. Let's do the Pastille. What the? Okay, this wrapper is not easily coming off here. Why is it so blurry? Can I get it to focus on this? Okay, it focuses on that fine. I think it's just weird lighting bloom going on. Oh, okay, it came off pretty easily now. This is very similar in packaging to, like, Lifesavers. The little, inflatable tube-looking things. This is very similar to that. And in the wrapper, the only difference here being there's no, like, hole in the middle, and there's, like, kind of, like, the little sugar crystals on the edge of it. You can kind of make them out there on the side. Oh, yeah, they're all over that. You can see that. I'm not even wearing shorts. These are pajama pants. I had to throw these together because, you know how chaotic things can be. You know, the costume department is very expensive sometimes. And sometimes things aren't always readily available. Okay, this is like... Those, like, pre-packed... Those, like, bag candies. Like, sometimes you'll find, like, the circus peanuts in these bags, but you'll see them in the store. There's, like, a whole group of just the bagged, like, gummy candies that are all there. Like, you'll have your root beer bottle things. You'll have your circus peanuts. You'll have your candy corn. All those in, like, the little knockoff brand, or just, like, it's all the same brand, but they have, like, the different gummy candies. One of those is, like, the fruit slices, right? And it's, like, the gummy stuff with the sugar crystals on the end, and they all look like orange slices or something like that, with, like, different flavors. And, like, you eat them and they're fine at first, but then eventually you eat too many of them and you get sick of them. It makes you feel sick to your stomach. This is the same consistency as those. It's, like, the same, like, gummy taste and feel. Granted, a lot smaller, but it still has, like, the sugar crystals on the edge of it. They're good. Obviously, at first. It's just, like, you never want to eat, like, so many of them, but it's got the fruit flavor to them. Not nearly as strong or preferable to, say, the randoms that I had. But it's still, like, a fruit-flavored candy. Like, it, you know, it's simple. You don't, like, mess with these, right? Like, you can't mess these up. I think this is, like, a grape one here. Yeah, for sure. Wait, is it? I think it is. Maybe not. This is actually kind of like the same flavor that I had, that I thought was like a plum thing from the rounds. I actually don't think that's what that is. It's like it's notably acidic compared to the other ones. I don't know what flavor that was. I have not had Cincinnati chili, by the way. Because on account that I've never been to Ohio, thank God. I would be opening to try it, because it's chili, but I've never been to the city of Cincinnati. And because of that, nor have I ever had the Skyline chili that Goof's dear friend Moop is always trying to force people to eat. It just looks like it has the chili looks like it just has like a whole bunch of like little silly string noodles on it, which I think is actually supposed to be like cheese, but it's not. There's a lot of weird chili options in Ohio, I'm noticing. What's up with that? Someone should enlighten old John Worldwide about that, huh? We talk about that? Let's talk about that. In fact, let's just focus on me for a little bit. I've been focusing on my stomach for too long. We'll take looks at the food every now and again, but let's I'm gonna have another one of these Rans gummies. These things actually pretty dope. Good looks. So before the prawns, we got 4 things. We got the scorched peanuts. I don't know what else to say about these. That's a weird name. Maybe we'll try that in Exorcism, kind of how strange that is. We got the shortbread cookies, which I'm like pretty sure that how that's gonna go down. I mean, it's shortbread cookies. Like I don't know how the I feel like that's gonna be as it says. I feel like I know what I'm getting out of that. This huge thing of digestive creams. Now, which if they do say there's custard in them, I'm actually kind of excited to try that. But it does just say vanilla cream sandwich, so it's gonna be one or the other. That is such a weird name for a. That's like the least It's like the least appetizing name for a cookie that I could think of. You would like to know how custard tastes? All right, we'll try that. Of course, there is also the Monster Munch. Do you want to try the Monster Munch, or we just still want to do the digestive cream? How about this? We'll do I just realized that most of this stuff is sweet. We're only down to 2 savory things here. We'll do the creams. We'll do 1 or 2 of these. And we'll switch to... We'll do the shortbread after. And then we'll switch to the savory kind of heat Monster Munch. And then we will cap off with the scorched peanut bar. Before, of course, moving on to the prawn cocktail, cream of the crop. And that's going to be the order. That's how we're going to do it. And then after that, we'll probably go on a little BRB. And then, I just realized something. How are we going to talk about, how are we going to have like a real, like enlightening discussion about British or English and, you know, the culture there? I feel like that wouldn't be a very fun conversation on account of like all the awful shit that England has done. That's, I don't know. It's gonna be some like, it's gonna be some muddy water to filter through. They are white. They're white, and they've definitely done some shit. Like, am I gonna have to like turn into the History Channel? We could like, oh, you know, here's a fun idea. We could look up some very strange like British foods that they've made jokes about, i.e., toast sandwich. And then maybe we could also look like haggis, which apparently is actually fine. But we'll see. We'll look up some stuff when we get to that, but we're not there yet. This thing is huge. It fills up the whole container, by the way. It's like a whole like carton. It's like a sleeve of like Oreos almost. It's gonna have like that plastic little sleeve on the inside. I know of one thing. I'll tell you when I find the name. All right, go ahead, take your time. This thing does not want to open very easily. It could just be that my hands are sweaty now from opening the other stuff. I got scissors, so it's fine. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Don't say John Worldwide doesn't come prepared. Oh, wait a minute. There's no plastic thing in here at all. No, it's just the cookies that are just filling this up. No, no, like, plastic sleeve in there to speak of. It's just the cookies. Now, this thing looks pretty thick. Definitely, like, you can smell, like, the shortbread on it. It's, you know, the biscuit kind of thing going on there. Interesting little, pattern you got going on the outside. Yeah, those cookies are absolutely fucking raw-dogged in the package. Oh, the chip... I've had that. I've had that. That shit is great. That shit's actually really good. I've had a chip buddy. That shit slaps. We are, of course, referring to the chips with the butter in the sandwich, correct? Unless there's, like, something else that they refer to that as. But I've had that before. It's fucking awesome. The this isn't like. It's good. Okay, so this is like eating Vienna fingers. Like the little cookie sandwiches. This is basically that. Something... See, I was caught off by something at first, and it's probably not as big as I was like... I don't think I was actually really thrown off by it. I guess it just kind of caught me off by surprise a little bit. Like, initially the taste of like the cookie itself wasn't very strong. And then it felt very flaky. Suddenly. And then it's more just like a vanilla cream thing. I think the custard was a little bit inaccurate. I think it's more just the vanilla cream. So this is like eating a Vienna finger cookie sandwich. It's good. I still don't know why they call it digestive cream. I think what's hitting me about this is in the middle of when you're chewing it. I think the cookie, when you're kind of chewing on it a little bit more, it feels a little bit doughy in the middle of it, but then you don't taste that anymore. It only happens like right in the middle when you're chewing it, which is a little weird. I don't really know why that is. I don't know why that is. I don't know how to explain it to you. Hold on, let me try it again. Not so much of it that time. But a little bit of it feels like flaky, and then like the outer bit of it almost feels like it loses all taste altogether, and you just kind of like that flaky, like, not like a, I don't want to call it like dustiness, you know, like a, I don't know, it's not like dust, but you know, it's like a kind of that kind of little consistency coming off of it while you're chewing it. Every cookie is personal. They made this cookie specifically to fuck with me. I really don't know how to explain it. I mean, because at the end of the day, it is just like eating a Vienna finger. Which I'm assuming, I'm just making the mistake of assuming you all know what I'm talking about. Just Google it. You'll see what I mean. It's basically that, but there's like, it feels like there's a little something different. John Worldwide has eaten so many worldwide foods that simple cookies provide no taste to him. They do. But you get used to them. And then there's like the little differences are like, that's like... Something's going on there. Something's going on there. I look very thoughtful in this pose. Use this for my album cover. Use this for my album cover. I'm a very deep thinker. But I'm also, sometimes I gotta get people rowdy. I gotta be a go-getter. I gotta get them going. I look like a wrestler. And I could be on an album cover. Why is there... I don't know what you're talking about. This is the production studio, obviously. Whose room is this? Come on now, don't be facetious. We don't, This is a production studio. Don't be so weird about it. People got their own studios. Sometimes they're different than others. You want a gummy? No, because it's mine. I'm John Worldwide. I'm big. Sometimes you gotta act big. And sometimes you gotta have things that are smaller than you, so you can feel big. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what? Why is it just crumbs? It's all just like little crumbs in here. What? I thought these were supposed to be like full cookies. What happened? Am I losing my marbles here? Buttery and crumble. Well, yeah, crumbly is right, huh? It doesn't even say if these are supposed to be like full cookie. What the fuck happened? It's just dust. Yeah. Shortbread's made by a Scottish recipe. It says biscuits. When I think of a biscuit, I don't think of crumbs. I said I wanted to feel big, not like... But not that big. These look like croutons. However, it is kind of like crispy and crunchy too. Scottish crumb load. Something about that seems... Why'd you have to say load to it? I don't... That feels like a very strange addition to that phrase. Scottish crumb load. If I can mispronounce that, it would be something completely different. Let's put it that way. There's a nice crispness to this, though. It is good. It's like eating a Lorna Doone, which, obviously because it's a shortbread, but if the Lorna Doone was like crumbled up into a bunch of crumbs. I think I forgot to grade the digestive creams earlier. This is about a 6, maybe 6.5. It's still good. It's just nothing like notable. Perhaps lending into that, I was a little bit disappointed by there not being like actual like custard going on. It's just like the vanilla cream, so maybe I'm a little biased in that I was expecting a little bit more. Lorna Doone shortbread. Shortbreads? Definitely at least a 7. You know, it's hard to mess those up. They're always very good. There's like a light, airy crunch to it. Very tasty. Always good. Hard to mess them up. It's a nice. It's like a sugar cookie almost. Okay, what did I say we were doing next? We're gonna do the Monster Munch from not Lay's. We got the Walker's Grab Bag, which means obviously we're gonna be reaching in and grabbing some stuff from this bag. Oh, that's a strong... I can smell that from here. That is a strong smell. Is there like more paprika in here? Hold up. There's gotta be. What's in Monster Munch? Oh, what the hell? There's like... Oh, no, made in a factory that also handles celery and mustard and barley. Hold on. The first ingredients is maize. That's just a funny way of saying corn. And we also got am I saying this wrong when I say rapeseed oil? I'm not misreading that, am I? You can't see this. R-A-P-E seed oil. That's literally what it says. Why is it called that? Why is it called that? What the fuck? Is there what is a rapeseed? That is an awful name for something like that. Jesus Christ, someone change that. The next ingredient is Flamin' Hot Flavor, which is made up of flavorings, contains soya and milk, lactose from milk, hydrolyzed soya protein. Isn't that just like what they do for trans fat? Fructose flavor enhancers. Which has got a whole bunch of chemical shit that I can't read. Sugar, onion powder, potassium chloride, salt, acids, citric acid, malic acid, spice and colors, which has sulfite ammonia caramel. You know, gotta love the sulfite ammonia caramel. That if that's not in there, the flavor's lacking. As well as paprika extract and curcumin. Curcumin. I know cumin. I know that's pronounced. The CUR on the front throws me off a little bit, but I assume that's how it's pronounced. And then wheat rusk. This is like the strangest list of ingredients I've read in a hot minute. There's a plant native to my area called broom. What the fuck? Why? There has to be like some like other like second meaning that I'm missing here. Because why would you? That is such an unfortunate name to call something. There has to be like another motive to call it that. There is another common name. John gets trapped in the Minotaur maze. I hope not. Apparently it comes from the Latin word for turn. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. I'm hoping that has to do with the other plant as well. Yeah, let's call it turnip oil seed. I think that's a little bit better. Well, when I hear that phrase, I do not think of plundering or stripping resources. Well, this thing is huge. This is like a substantial thing we got going on. This is... Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, it's like a monster claw looking thing here. Let's talk about that. It's like a corn snack. It's got like some like powdery stuff on the edges of it. This is gonna be like a big crunch, I feel like. I just like saliva in my mouth. Hold on. This would be big crunch. You can taste the paprika for sure. And other spices. Again, not overly spicy by any stretch. Just enough for you to get the flavor out of it. Which is funny because they said, didn't they say this was flaming hot flavor in the ingredients? This is not anything close to that. Which I honestly, I prefer it that way because I don't have a very high spice tolerance, but still. Definitely not bad. You can taste like the paprika and the cumin and whatnot, assuming those are in there. We have another one here, just to get like a better vibe of like what's going on. Y'all hear that cat outside? What's he doing out there? There's a cat outside, you guys. Paprika kills most British people on contact. It kills most white people on contact. Maybe I have a higher spice tolerance than I thought I did. Oh, that's not my cat. That's the neighborhood cat. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit better than most white people. I can eat mayonnaise and drink water with ice in it. You know, I'm built different. John Worldwide's built a little bit differently than most. Alice is gonna eat the foods of the world. Maybe it is that spicy and I'm just built different. Nice crunch to him. A very nice crunch to him, actually. Definitely not overly spicy. It's a nice, like, kind of nice flavor to them. It's like kind of like a little bit of some heat to it, but definitely not overdoing it by any stretch. It actually reminds me a lot of the flavor of this, just with like obviously like a different consistency to it. Not like chili, but a little bit similar in a sense. Mayonnaise is definitely a white food, and I can eat it better than any white person can. Does water not count? I said water. I said water. I can drink water. I can do it. Even if some white people can't. That's why I'm better than them. I would say probably like a 7. Definitely like at least like a 7, 7.5. I think I said these were an 8, right? Did I give any? I've been a little bit conservative with the grades though. Have I given anything like higher than an 8? Because like, there's definitely some good stuff in here. Is there anything I would give like a 9 straight away? Suppose not. This could be almost a 9 maybe. This is very good. This could maybe also be like that, although it's like a very general like corn snack thing. So I think that I'll stick with an 8, or at least like a 7.5 for this. Let's try the Scorched Peanut Bar. Meanwhile, once again, the chocolate appears to have melted a little bit during the trip. And you can smell the peanuts a mile away. I didn't pronounce the T hard enough on that there, did I? Let's not talk about that. Oh, what the fuck? It's like crunchy. I thought that was gonna be like chewy, like a Payday bar. What the hell? No, this is very peanutty. Damn. Wasn't expecting that at all. It's like a Baby Ruth bar, but even crunchier. It's like a Baby Ruth bar with like the outer consistency of like a Heath bar. And those are definitely like actual peanuts, so you can taste that. It's good. I guess I was expecting more of like a heavier chocolate presence to it. Like, I mean, because obviously the chocolate's all on the outside. But those are definitely not... The chocolate is definitely not the main piece of this dish here. At all. The peanuts are leading the whole way on this. I guess this also kind of reminds me of like a Good Bar, Mr. Good Bar. Or even a Butterfinger almost. Actually, this has the outer consistency of a Butterfinger more than anything else. But it's all peanuts on the inside. That's the description I want to make. It's like a Butterfinger on the outside. But man, the peanuts on the inside. It is all peanuts on the inside. Maybe with like a little bit of something else in there. What else is in here? This guy is like scorched peanuts. Which I guess is why they're crunchier than normal. Oh, caramelized toffee, that explains it. Yeah, that explains it. It looks a little bit like a Heath bar on the inside, but definitely with like the scorched peanuts going on. A little bit of that midsection. It's full of peen. So yeah, Butterfinger outside, kinda. Toffee and peanuts on the inside. It's better than I was expecting. Like everything else in here. I wouldn't even want to call it a 6. Like 7 and higher I would reserve for stuff that's like really, like I really like enjoy and stuff. But maybe I'll move everything up like another grade and say this is about a 7, because this is good. It's more than a 6. Maybe like a 6.5. And then I'll go ahead and call this like a 9, the Guinness Chili. And this like an 8. This is like a good 6.5 to 7. Everything in here has been like good. This whole box has been like a knockout of the park. And we're gonna get to our favorite one here. We're gonna get to the big one we've been waiting for on here, the prawn cocktail. This is what I've been waiting for this whole time. This isn't the brand I was expecting it to be that I've seen before. But I mean, you know, a prawn cocktail is probably gonna be like another like kind of corn snack, I would think. What is this? Again, they refer to the turnip oil as the other name in the ingredients here. Let's see. Prawn cocktail flavor, vegetable oils, potatoes. Potatoes is the main ingredient. I just kind of went back a little bit. Whey powder, maize starch, acidity regulator. Lots of weird chemical names that I can't read. Salt, hydrolyzed soya, protein, acid, which are citric acid, flavorings, lactose. Do they got milk in here? Is this prawn cocktails for evil people? These fools don't know it's turnip oil. They're British. What do they know? Not a damn thing. And this says, Castle cooked since 1956. The packaging's a little weird, so it's hard to see in the lighting. And they got like a little, like a fucking peanut guy saying the secret's in the flavor on the front. And what else does it say? It says flavor potato crisps with the U, so you know it's English. Now let's read what else we got in the back here. Set deep in Ulster's countryside is Tayto Castle, where Tayto have been making some of the world's best loved crisps and snacks since 1956. Using the best local ingredients, Mr. Tayto selects the finest specially grown spuds, gently cooking them until crisp and golden. So these are going to be like chips and not really... I guess I was expecting to look a little bit like the Monster Claw things they got going here, but I guess not. I guess they're going to be more like chips here. Finally, in a secret part of the Tayto Castle, our crisps are given their special flavor, ensuring you get irresistible chips every time. In the secret flavor room. It says it right there. And it'll never... Oh, actually, it did focus a little bit there. Secret flavor room. Best before, like a month from now. A month and a half. So we better have it now. I think I'll have it now. Oh! They got... Yo. Britain. Can you make your, like, nutritional facts, like, more legible? Can you make it just not, like, a whole bunch of, like, numbers and letters and stuff just kind of thrown haphazardly in rows? Like, take a note from, like, Guinness over here. They have everything separated by, like, lines. And you got the big calorie numbers so you know, like, what to look for. And you got all, like, the important stuff, like protein listed somewhere down there. And big, bold numbers and what have you. And you can tell what everything is. And in here, you can barely tell the difference. Everything's just, like, the same size and font and number and everything. It's so hard to tell. I'm so American, I can't tell. I do not like this whimsical peanut bastard and their attempts to hide nutrition. Hey, you and me think alike, thief of teeth. They need to stop hiding these facts from us. We're on a pursuit of knowledge, not malnutrition. The nerve of some people. This smells very similar to the Monster Munch here. There's another, like, kind of the spicy smell here going on. Not as strong as in the other two bags, but, I mean, of course, I'm not surprised this would have it either, considering it's, like, a prawn, like, cocktail thing. I would expect it to have some kind of, like, spice going on. Not very heavy on the powder. It looks like a regular potato chip. Maybe it looks a little bit darker in the lighting here you see on the screen, but to me, it's very, like, yellow, like a regular potato chip with maybe, like, a little bit of... You can see a little bit of a spice on here. That is, like, a tangy flavor to it. I would definitely... The first word I would use to describe that is honestly a little bit tangy. It's like a sweet tanginess to it. It's not bad at all. Now, given that it's still like a potato chip, not, the flavor, it like jumps out at first. Like, you taste it a lot at first, but it kind of fades away pretty quickly. So, it doesn't last for very long. but that sweetness definitely hits you out the gate when it is there. My only gripe is it kind of falls victim to the it's only like halfway full type of thing in like this small bag. So I would, you know, like there to be more of it in there, obviously. But definitely a good chip. Like I could eat a whole bag of these, like a whole full bag of these. Tell you what. Everything in that box. That whole box as a whole. Knock out of the park. Everything in there was good. There were some things in the Indonesian box that maybe weren't, you know, vibing with me very well. For instance, the mocha, not the mocha, what is it? The matcha, like the tea, like wafer straws. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of those, but they were fine. But this is leagues ahead of that one. So I can say so far, you know, I've only had like 2 of the treats boxes so far, but Britain, UK, definitely far and away my favorite one I've had so far. Everything there, all 10 of the things in there were good. And the prawn chips, Monster Munch, the Guinness chips, those are by far my 3 favorite things in the whole box. Rounds were a very pleasant surprise. I like those a lot. Everything there was like at least like a 6.5 and up. But all 3 of like the big savory like chips things here that I was trying, very good. Easily like at least like an 8. 8 and up. I'd say the Guinness was like a 9. Monster Munch 8. Prawn cocktail probably also like an 8. But man, these things, I'd say it's close, but these are probably like the highlight of the whole thing. These were actually very good. I wouldn't have expected this to be the thing I liked the most at the beginning. But these slapped hard. I'm gonna finish like everything in here. All this stuff is like is so good. Hell, I'll probably finish all the chip stuff like tonight after the stream's done. It's that good. Well, here's what we're gonna do, folks. Once we get back from BRB, we're gonna go on here in a minute. What we are gonna do, why don't we go and look up some of the actual cuisine from the UK that maybe isn't as fun to try, or maybe some that are, you kind of what I was getting at the beginning here was the you know, Britain and the other countries surrounding it, or that you get the point. The UK and you know, everything that's kind of within that region sometimes gets like a bad rep. And we're going to look at some of the foods that are from there and see whether some of them do deserve that bad rep or which other ones kind of avoid that. And I think that'll be an interesting discussion to have. So what we're going to do here is first I'm going to find the display capture here. We're going to do this and have that ready for when we get back here. And then we're going to go on a short BRB here, and we're going to cap off the stream here with a little bit of a discussion. And we're going to have a good time talking about that. And that is how we are going to enrich our minds after we have enriched our bodies with some delicious food. So, we'll be back shortly. And go ahead and tell your friends about John Worldwide and his great food show. Because I am your snack dealer, and I'm here to tell you about the snacks of the world. And we'll be back in just a few minutes here. See you soon.
to find out what's hiding underneath. We're being so careful. Say the words we're keeping behind our teeth. Let the tension blanket the hours, inching closer. And the night has the power. Drop our guard. Now it's not so hard. Now we're inside out. This is who we are. It's set in my head. It's like you're thinking your thoughts instead. But if we stayed up for a while, it don't have to end there. Eyes that go underneath, the burning hole through me. We could talk till the sun comes up. Are you seeing what I see now? It's inside of my head. It's like you're thinking my thoughts instead. But if we stayed up for a while, this don't have to end. You've got eyes that go underneath, they're burning a hole through me. We could talk till the sun comes up. Are you seeing what I see?
Okay, folks, we have returned, and we're gonna look at perhaps some British foods and stuff that either are good or that aren't good, that did not make it into the list of foods that we got in our box. You know, probably on account that some of the ones that we're talking about aren't like snacks, they're just actual like food. But I'm finding some articles here. Some of these are just ad hell. Oh my god. Let me see what we got. I'm trying to find like an article that has like a toast sandwich in there and like a list of other foods that are like that. Let me know if anyone has any like links. Obviously we're gonna look at the toast sandwich. How could we not? Let's see. Let's look at that first. Why not? Let's look at that. We're back in here, aren't we? Yup. Not to be confused with a toasted sandwich, of course. Well, here we have the toast sandwich. One of the most joked about foods that is often had in the United Kingdom. You can see it's the place of origin. England being the real region where it's had often. This has bread, toast, butter, salt, and pepper. Now, I'll be honest with you. This isn't like something that anyone's going to say is like gross. Hell, perhaps upon having it, on account of how simple it is, you would probably say it's not bad. Assuming the toast has like a good crunch to it and there's like a good amount of butter in there. it would probably be fine. It's just, you know, it's just a really weird thing to make. Obviously. 'Cause, I mean, there's not... Out of all the things you could put in a sandwich, why is toast the thing that's going to bring you all the flavor that you want? It's just... I don't think I have to go on a whole tangent. I think you know what's weird about it. I like how it's included in the invalid cookery section. Like they know it's strange. Or wait, hold on. No, it's just talking about that here. What? I don't know what invalid cookery is, but... Oh, hold on. Sometimes they might put little pulled meat in there. Could they put pulled pork in a toast sandwich? That would actually be pretty damn good. We're learning, actually. Hold on, I didn't know about this. Cold meat? No. Pulled meat, though? That could be pretty damn good. Pulled pork in a toast sandwich? That actually sounds pretty sick. However, this was invented in 2011. Or, I guess the one as we know it today was made in 2011 by the Royal Society of Chemistry. And if that doesn't tell you, what's going on, something weird is going on here, I don't know what will. It was recreated. Okay, never mind, scratch that. Recreated in a tasting 150 years after the release of Beeton's Book of Household Management. The Society sought to revive the forgotten dish in the wake of the Great Recession after recalculating the cost as low as 0.075 pounds per sandwich. And they named it the country's most economical lunch. Oh god, that's depressing. Offering 200 pounds to whoever who could create a cheaper edible meal. Due to an overabundance of submissions, the offer was closed 7 days later, and the 200 pounds given to a randomly selected entrant. So I guess this isn't really as cheap as people make it out to be. At least in comparison to some other things. In Heston Blumenthal's restaurant, The Fat Duck, 12 toast sandwiches are served as a side dish. What the fuck? Okay. Served as a side dish to the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, a main course inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Blumenthal's recipe for the toast sandwich involves bone marrow salad, egg yolk, mustard, gastrique? Oh, that looks gross. Deglazed with vinegar? Why? Why would you... Why? Gross. Mayonnaise and tomato ketchup. Alchemical studies to recreate toast. I mean, it's certainly economical. What the hell is bone marrow salad, though? That sounds like something that you would only find in the UK. That doesn't sound tasty at all. That sounds disgusting. United States... Okay, here we go. The AV Club's Mike Vago described it as an extravagance of blandness, which I think is kind of the meme when people discuss a lot of food from the UK. And I'm gonna probably get some side eyes for this, but also their love for baked beans. I don't understand that at all. Why do you like that so much? Baked beans are not... I don't understand why people like that so much. It's just not that good. It's not bad. But why is that your thing that you're like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there? Why? I don't... Never in a million years would I put that in my top, 1,000 foods to eat. 12 life-changing sandwiches you've never heard of. Said the toast sandwich was just not that good. Thankfully, the Dadaists? I don't know. Didn't invent any more sandwich after that. Dadaists? Dadaism? Or data? I don't know what that is. Some people on NPR on a game show tried the toast sandwich. This is the culinary equivalent of a Rothko painting, where it's like a sandwich created by Marcel Duchamp. It questions the essence of sandwich and language both. So you're saying it's a sandwich made in art, theory. What is a Rothko painting? Do we have an example? Do we have an example of one of his paintings? I don't really feel safe Googling on account that my history shows up on there, so we're not doing that. However, do we have a painting? Here's a painting. I get it. I think I get it. I think I see the point. I look at this and I do think toast sandwich. I'll be honest with you. Nanaism, no! No, we're not talking about that. This is not the stream for that. Is that the toast in the middle? I guess when they decrossed it, it could be okay. What's this in the thing here? It looks like there's like I don't even think that's butter. That looks like mustard. What's the green? Is that like lettuce? Like a crust thing going on? What's going on there? If there was like pulled meat in there, I would understand, but I don't think that's what's in there. What did they say they did for the fat duck? It doesn't say. Oh, okay. There is in fact mustard, egg yolk, and bone. Okay, no, that's gross. Nuh-uh. I wouldn't eat that shit. That thing in the back looks AI generated. Back here? I don't really know like how to tell what's AI generated or not, so I'll leave that one to you. I'll leave that description to you. Is there more? Okay, can we find like weird British foods in the external links? Or is this just sandwiches? British sandwiches, that's something. Let's look at British sandwiches. British rail sandwich, what is that? Stuff on train? Okay, so not only is it train or public transportation food, it's British public transportation food. Interesting. Crisp sandwich, I imagine, is just chips. Which, you know, that's like a chip buddy, kind of. I'm sure that's fine. Fish finger is like fish strips, I suppose. Nothing really, nothing out of the ordinary there. Cucumber sandwich. Let's take a look at that one in a second here. I think that one's sticking out to me a little bit. Sausage sandwich. That's like British, but it's not like bad. That doesn't seem too bad. Of course, you're putting the whole like breakfast thing in there with eggs and ketchup. I don't know about that, but seems edible. However, a tea sandwich, I don't know what's going on there. I might want to take a look at that. Veggie burger's a veggie burger. We're used to that by this point. Grilled cheese, that's grilled cheese. Ham sandwich, duh. Cheese sandwich, you know, that's a little bit different than what I'm used to. We're gonna have to look at the chip buddy, though. We're gonna have to look at that. What is this? Coronation chicken? Combination of cold cooked chicken meat, herbs and spices, and a creamy mayonnaise-based sauce? You have to look at that. Cheese? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, no. 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 Oh, no. I'm gonna judge you if you eat that shit. If you eat a cheese and pickle sandwich, you're getting judged. There's no other way to, like, there's no sugarcoating that. Who eats that? Why is that popular? What the hell? I'm curious though, what's the British rail sandwich? Is there like a specific recipe? Its use arose through comedic references, emblematic of the unappetizing fare available aboard Great Britain's railway service. So already we're off to a great start for this one. According to former BR caterer Myrna Tuddenham, the poor reputation of the sandwiches likely derived from the practice of keeping the sandwiches under glass domes on the counters in refreshment rooms until the corners turned up. Jesus Christ. Despite the many jokes at its expense, British Rail documents show that in 1993, its last full year as a public company, 8 million sandwiches were sold. It is a sandwich of contradictions. It could be cold and soggy or stale and hard, and the corners of the isosceles triangle-shaped bread would often curl up like the pages of a well-thumbed paperback. And yet, you people still bought it. You really had, like, nothing else to eat? I assume you're referring to the cheese sandwich is the thing that looks like pasta, but we'll see. What's the recipe here? Does it say? States its aims to make BR meals the best on the track. Boy, did that not age well. Let's see. It says like how to place the stuff in there. Luncheon meat and sardines. The filling should total 2/3 of an ounce of meat. On an egg and cress sandwich, each sandwich was to contain 1/12 of a punnet of cress. So that's like a bunch of different kinds of sandwiches. None of which sound particularly pleasing. Although, sardines aren't as bad as people say. Canned fish, or stuff that you would put in there like sardines or sprats or what have you, they're not bad. Especially if you have them on like a saltine, they're a decent little snack. I'm gonna be honest. I've had sprats on saltines before. They're actually a pretty good snack. That they're very filling because of the protein content. I've had tuna on sardines as well. It's not bad. However, it's obviously not very appetizing on account that it's just... It's the actual fish. It's not like cooked or fried or anything. It's just the fish out of the oil or the water in the can or what have you. It's not bad. But it's not appetizing. Most of the stuff here. A typical ham sandwich would contain one slice of ham, with another slice folded in half and placed diagonally over the first one. Citation needed. When the sandwich was cut diagonally, it would appear that it contained 3 slices of ham, when in reality it only contained 2. In my sandwiches, I don't even put that much meat in there. I'll often just put 1 slice, and I'll be happy with what I get in there. I don't want to, because I'll often put it with cheese, and I want to taste the cheese more than I want to taste the meat. That personally is just me. 8 million people getting railed by a British. That's one way to put that. That's an unfortunate way to put that, but you went ahead and did it anyway. Props to you for that. I see France and Greece also have their own equivalent of these awful sandwiches. And yet, the ones in Greece are not only bad, but also very expensive. So, they somehow took already a bad thing from Britain and made it worse. We're gonna bring down the volume on this a little bit. There we go. Let's look at the cucumber sandwich. Because this already looks like paper thin, and it looks like it has nothing else but cucumber in there. And that it looks like a crime in of itself. The traditional cucumber sandwich is a crustless tea sandwich. So I guess tea sandwiches aren't really like tea or anything like that. It's just, because like tea is like, oh, have it like a little small meal and like kind of like a lunch thing, but not really. So it's like thin, like which is, it says finger sandwich in the parentheses there. Composed of thin slices of cucumber situated between 2 thin slices of lightly buttered white bread. That is a depression meal right there. That is... You don't eat that unless you have, like, nothing else in the house. Cucumbers, butter, and white bread. Or brown bread occasionally, or I guess the U.S. has modified it to sometimes include cream cheese, mayo, chopped dill or spices, and salmon to make it not a cucumber sandwich, but something that actually has other food in it. Which still doesn't sound very great, because I don't understand why you would make cucumber the star of your sandwich dish. One specific U.S. variant includes Benedictine, something like that. A green, soft spread made from cucumbers and cream cheese. That sounds very strange, because it just... At that point, it's just watered down cream cheese with, like, some vegetation in there. Yeah, salmon. But at that point, if you've added salmon to your cucumber sandwich, it's not a cucumber sandwich anymore. It's a salmon sandwich that happens to have cucumber in it, I feel like. Salmon, I feel like, tastes much stronger than just a a fruit that just tastes like water. Cucumber's a fruit, by the way. You guys don't think of that very often, but that's what it is. It's got seeds in it. That means it's a fruit. Have fun dealing with that information. Cucumber sandwiches are often served for a light snack or an afternoon tea, or for afternoon tea. A formal light meal served in the late afternoon or in the early evening before the main supper. Cucumber sandwiches are also traditionally served in a tea break, in the tea break at club cricket matches in England. You do think about it all the time? Well, I'm sorry to hear that because I just made it a lot worse. Cucumber equals a berry? Is that Wait, hold, now we're getting in the weeds a little bit. Is that what it's called? Not all fruit has seeds. What other fruit doesn't have seeds? I can't think of like another one that doesn't have seeds. I mean, I guess there's also like pits, like in peaches, and what have you. I assume a peach is still a fruit. Fruits are merely an accessory to aid a seed in some way. Cashews are fruit, but they aren't around the seed, they're just below it. I did not know that. Or if it has a pit in it, would that make it a berry? Apples have seeds. Apples are fruits that have seeds in them. Are we about to get into very strange territory? Are we gonna have like a weird conversation that I'm not prepared for? Is this the territory that we're getting into? You know, props to you if you can help John Worldwide learn a little bit more. Perhaps at his own expense. Apples have seeds? What? A pit would make it a drupe. Oh. What? I mean, if they're not seeds in the middle of the apples, then what are they? Because you hear them refer to them as seeds. Apple seeds. Johnny Appleseed. Am I missing something here? Are those not seeds? The brown things that have the cyanide in them? Or something? How are you gonna tell me those aren't seeds? Because I think those are seeds. McDonald's, because they're cut up. Of course they don't have seeds. They're already cut into slices. Why would you keep the seeds in there? Have you ever had an apple that wasn't sliced by Ronald McDonald himself? Are you too refined for that? You can't have anything but your sliced apples and your caramel sauce. It's not a sauce, it's just caramel, but you get the point. They have it in like the little sauce container. What are you... Don't gaslight me. I'm being gaslit right now. Don't gaslight John Worldwide. He's doing this for you. He's doing this for you. You can't do this to me. Ronald slapped my apples out of my hand after finding out I was fruity and poor. He slapped them out of your hand after he figured out you were Canadian. There's a difference. Mandela Impact. Yes, I'm sure that's what it's called. We can't be having this conversation. There's cucumber sandwiches afoot. Wait, what? Hold on. Cucumber sandwiches formed an integral part of the stereotypical afternoon tea affair. By contrast, people of the era's lower working classes were thought to prefer a coarser but more satisfying protein-filled sandwich and a meat tea that might also substitute for supper. I mean, shit, I would prefer a sandwich that has protein in it. I'd prefer any meal that has protein in it over one that didn't. What's the point of eating a meal if it's not going to fill you? Then you're just going to be eating, like, nothing of substance, and you won't ever be full, and you'll be eating for no reason. Trust user thief of tea. You spelled it wrong. Typo. It really is posh depression food. This would make me very sad. This is such a sad thing to eat, and it very much does fill the term dainty. All these finger sandwiches are very dainty. I think that's part of like the criticism a lot of like British food like this that they'll have during like tea. It's weird shit like this. It's very posh. The berry is just a small edible fruit. Okay, well, it's still a fruit then. Yeah? Oh, is that they spelled their name wrong? I don't remember that, but whatever. I'm talking about... Wait a minute. Wait, no. No, 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 no. No. What is this? What is all of this? Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! What is all of this? Y'all are using cucumbers for the wrong reasons. John Worldwide is going through a really bad rabbit hole, if I'm telling you the truth. Oh god, there's no picture of this. That's a crime. Well, I mean, it's not British. It's from somewhere else, I guess, but it's from India. But that's worse than anything Britain could do. This is... Why? Cucumber is not something that goes in a dessert cake. Bologna cake? Where is that? Where is that? Bologna cake? Wait, what? Oh, list of cakes. This was a star of the Wikipedia race stream from like a month or two ago. Remember that? Applesauce cake? Actually, I used applesauce cake, or excuse me, Goof used applesauce cake as a alternative, or used applesauce as an alternative to an ingredient in what, like, I was making muffins once. Hold on. What did you say that was called? Bologna cake? Oh, it ain't on here. Where'd you see that? Where was that? Oh, it doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Shame. What are there? Wait, we got cucumber juice. It just looks like... Oh my god. And they serve this in a restaurant? You see a menu under there. That looks like detergent. But it's like carbonated. What's going on? Well, I'm wondering like why the bubbles are in there. What did they do to that? I mean, it's just... How do you even call this a juice if it's like if it's all just water? Okay, okay, well, I guess they're using as an ingredient in Bloody Mary. That would make some sense. Cucumber soup. Green... Oh, what the fuck? I don't know, man. Significant amounts of silicon? What? That just sounds gross. Is used an ingredient in cosmetics, soap, shampoos, and lotions. That sounds more of a fitting place for it. Not something to drink. Cucumbers, watermelons, and their relatives are special berries called pepos. Pepos. Because they have a hard outer skin and they aren't divided internally. No, they are not. Pepo. People. It's a fun one. Even if I'm mispronouncing that, it sounds fun to say. We like the people pog. It's just used in medicine and cosmetics, and you want to drink that? What are you, crazy? It's like some shit you would have to drink like with like kale juice and cucumber juice to like be like, oh, I'm drinking healthy, I'm eating healthy, and at the same time you're dreading it all the time. But you would hate that shit. That's like the shit like Michael DeSanta drinks in GTA 5 to feel healthy, and he hates it the whole time. Tea sandwiches, those are just the finger sandwiches. I think we learned that earlier. But they can have a bunch of stuff in there. Pimento cheese, which actually sounds a lot better than what we were looking at. Smoked salmon, cream cheese, jam, chicken, fish paste, white people egg salad. Egg salad is fucking disgusting. Don't at me. Do not at me. Oh, okay, so Chip Buddy, you can also put fries in sandwiches. That is something I've done before. That's not the Chip Buddy I was thinking of, because I literally was thinking of chips. or I guess crisps to them, which was also very good. Because that was, chips, butter, and in a sandwich. It's simple, it's very lazy, and it tastes great. Because this is on a kind of how savory it would be. But this also sounds good. Now these are thick cut fries. Optionally eaten with condiments such as brown sauce, ketchup, mayonnaise, or malt vinegar. There is no butter in that list. This is like a different kind, I guess. Oh no, usually buttered. The Chip Buddy can be found in fish and chip shops and other casual dining establishments in the British Isles. It sounds good. I saw an article saying people were making fun of like people for eating this. I think it was this one here, which has like ads fucking everywhere. Making fun of French fry sandwiches. The baked beans on toast, I can understand why you would make fun of that, but French fry sandwiches are just good. That's simple. How do you make fun of that? It would be good. Why would you not like that? How would you not like that? I don't get it. It's just fries in a sandwich. It's like you can't mess that up. What is that? Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Someone is like outside spraying like a hose or something at 8 p.m. I don't know what that is. I think there's like kids outside. Anyway. Other names for the sandwich may relate to the variety of bread used, such as a chip roll or chip muffin, or a regional type of bread roll such as chip bap, chip cob, or chip barm. What the hell? Scallop buddy, which could have potato scallops, which have been battered and deep fried. That still sounds pretty good. Kate Fox noted in her book Watching the English, like with like binoculars or some shit. Even if you call it a chip sandwiches rather than a buddy, it is about as working class as food can get. I can see that. And go figure, all their food is a lot more appetizing than some posh cucumber shit. A football chant called the Greasy Chip Buddy Song is popular with the supporters of Sheffield United States not a United States, I'm stealing them. Sheffield United Football Club. Now the crisp sandwich is the one I'm more used to having, and I thought it was called the Chip Buddy, but I was wrong. Both are good. Both are very solid, simple and good. And what else do we got? This shit looks gross. I mean, it's chicken, and maybe it'll be good, because it's like chicken meat, herb spices, like a mayonnaise-based sauce, which, mayonnaise itself isn't too bad. I don't like how it can be said that it's eaten as a salad, though. That is what throws me off. Normally, bright yellow coronation chicken is usually flavored with curry powder or paste. Still not too bad. Doesn't sound too bad. Although more sophisticated versions of the recipe are made using fresh herbs and spices, and additional ingredients such as flaked almonds, raisins, or cream fraiche. Okay, so the raisins came in, and now it is officially a white person dish. Now we're officially getting into weird territory here. Dried apricot, still something that I don't think would fit there at all. What the fuck? Okay, so curry powder instead of Indian curry paste. Fine. As fresh Indian curry spices were almost unobtainable in post-war Britain. Fine. That's really all there is about the actual food itself. So, this is fine if you leave the raisins and apricots and other fruit that shouldn't be there out of the dish. Can we please not turn it into a white person dish? Chicken does not go with raisins. Salad of any kind, and especially not egg salad, does not go with raisins. In fact, egg salad shouldn't even be a thing. Why is that a thing? Why do people like that? It's bad enough as is. Why would you put raisins in it? If you like egg salad, I'm looking at you. I'm staring at you. But not as much as I would be staring at you if you eat this. This might be the most British, gross sandwich out of them all. Even more so than the toast sandwich. I don't know why people don't talk about this one nearly as much. Because this is the weirdest, grossest shit I've seen out of the entire list. Sometimes known as a cheese and chutney sandwich or a ploughman's sandwich from its resemblance to a ploughman's lunch, is a British sandwich. As its name suggests, it consists of sliced or grated cheese, typically cheddar, and pickle. Sweet vinegary chutney, the most popular brand being Branston. Why would you put cheese and vinegar together, you? The ratio of cheese to pickle may vary according to personal taste. In which case, if it was my personal taste, it would be 1-0 in favor of cheese. The inside surfaces of the bread slices may be spread with butter or margarine, and the sandwich may include salad items such as lettuce or rocket, which I guess is apparently arugula. Why? An informal poll by Aldi saw it voted as Britain's favorite sandwich. I don't understand how that's possible. But they say that the crunch and the vinegariness of the pickle balances with the cheese softness and richness. And no. No. Not in a million fucking years would the taste of pickle complement cheese. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Sweetness, I guess, can go with savoriness, but I wouldn't choose raisins as the thing to do that with. Not with, like, a real, like, meat dish or, like something like salad. It doesn't work for me. I don't understand the point. Curry, maybe. But, like, chicken or, like, a salad thing? No. It just sounds so completely unnecessary. I cannot ever be sold on a cheese and pickle combination anything. People eat cheese... Oh, God, it's scrolling. People eat cheese and pickles together all the time. Charcuterie board, but as a sandwich. Listen, I'm not posh enough to be eating charcuterie boards all the time. Which that's not even necessarily like a very posh thing. But I don't be eating cheese and pickles together. It also doesn't help that I don't like pickles. But vinegar, anything vinegary with cheese just sounds so... It just doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't sound right. And I don't like pickles, especially not in burgers, because I get burgers medium. I don't want, like, the pickle to interrupt that old, like, softness. Pickles are just such a strong vinegary taste, and I do not like vinegar. I don't like vinegar in anything. It's like, sour. It just doesn't fit with, like, savory foods to me. It's too much. Especially vinegar in that consistency of, like, a pickle. It's gross. To me, it's just gross. And I see people saying, like, salt and vinegar chips are, like, the best thing ever. Like, the best flavor of chip. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? I will get into a fight over this. I'm sorry, John Worldwide gets a little heated sometimes, but sometimes there's just food crimes. And John Worldwide's gonna call him out. And remember, John Worldwide is the authority on food, and so what he knows is best. So, it's not up for a debate, it's objective fact. I could go for a burger right now, though. Actually, I had one yesterday. Outback Steakhouse has a bloomin' onion burger. And I'll tell you right now, that shit slaps. Fried onions with, like, the bloomin' sauce. Very savory with the burger. God tier. That's good. Pickles? No. Not in a million years. This shit, that's a crime. And whoever made that should be... They really did censor that. That looks like a sprite from like Stardew Valley. They really did censor that. I was gonna go on a rant how whoever made that should be locked up, but no. And they put cheddar cheese in there. Look at that. That's like cheddar cheese, or like American cheese, one of the two. Toast sandwich covered in onions and... No, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna time you out just for that. I'm not gonna do that, but I want to. I should time you out for saying that. Oh. I would only have the onions in a burger if they were fried like they were in the Bloomin' Burger. I wouldn't have, like, raw onions. I don't like that. I don't like the consistency of that. I'm a very, like... I lean towards having, like, a plain burger, actually, most of the time. Or, like, sometimes with, like, lettuce and, like, you know, if I can get, like, a fried onion. Which isn't in a lot of places, and that's also fine. But, I kind of like just focusing on the beef and the cheese. I'm very plain simple that way. Which lends to my whiteness a little bit, probably. What do you mean they're already vinegared? Well, what's already... What, the sandwich? Because it has the pickle chutney in there? Yeah. Soy sauce and vinegar and spices in the... What are we talking about? What are we talking about now? Marinated... Oh, wait. What? Oh, you talked about something else. You would make toast and pour vinegar on it, assemble the... You're fucking disgusting. Or you're not, but that sandwich is. You disgust me. You're disgusting. I'm just like pointing at you. I say this with like pure vitriol on my face. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm just gonna shun you. I'm gonna publicly shame you. I do like how this is... Why is this censored though? Official stance of John Worldwide is you fucked up. That's the stance. Anyway, I got nothing else to say here. I've made my point. John Worldwide, you know, he's been through a lot. This last about 2.5 hours, give or take. A lot of things happened in the world, and the show had to go on, and we made the best out of it that we could, for better or for worse. And oh God, I hope the cut of that check I get from this contract is worth doing what I had to do. Because oh my God, it has tuckered old John Worldwide out. Don't look at the VOD for this stream. Don't do it. Just appreciate John for who he is, okay? I think that's gonna do it. That's gonna be it for our stream today. And I'll tell you, let me let you in on a little secret here. A little secret between John and you. In about half an hour, dear friend of the channel, Weaker, is going to be going live with a little something, I think, if she's still doing that. And I recommend you go on to her channel. It was literally just called Weaker. I'll be hosting her in about 30 minutes. I recommend you go over there. She hasn't streamed in about 2 months, and she's got a pretty good sense of humor. And so, if you're looking for something to continue watching into the late night, go ahead and peep her out. Go ahead and peep her content out. I think Goof will be streaming with her next week as well, so look forward to that. Goof will be back after today as well. Come back here on Saturday for a special stream, as soon as I can remember what that is. More worldwide stuff. John Worldwide won't be there, but we're going to be looking, you and Goof, you're going to be looking at some various worldwide locations that maybe John has visited. Namely, the main attraction of it being 80 toilets from around the world. Around the world in 80 toilets. is what the name of the map is called. We're gonna be looking at some custom GeoGuessr maps. I mean, you and Goof are gonna be looking at that. I got nothing to do with that. I'm John Worldwide. So Goof will be back on Saturday, not me. There's gonna be some interesting stuff. You should be on the lookout for that. I'm John Worldwide. This has been John Worldwide. And show's over. Go to that channel in about half an hour. We're gonna raid someone else for a little bit, but just be on the lookout for that. I know there's some art to look at here, so we're gonna look at that in just a moment here. What is that disgusting looking cake? Oh my fucking god! I am legitimately. Connor, you are getting deadly close to a ban here with that fucking olive cake. Get that shit out of here. That's disgusting. If there's one thing I hate more than pickles, it's olives. Olives are even more disgusting. Holy shit. I think you've somehow found a way to piss me off even more. Great work. You've pissed John Worldwide off to no end. Fucking olives. Disgusting. Anyway, let's look at this here real quick. This is a picture of Goof. This is not John. I'm John Worldwide. Goof isn't here. Get that thought out of your head. I don't know why you're thinking I'm Goof for some reason. I'm John Worldwide. That's who I am. That's who I'm going to continue to be. But I do appreciate the poison bit. That's it's a good funny little jab. I just wish it was John and not myself. I wish it was John. I wish it was me, John. I'm John. My name's John. What's your name? I think I don't know if we looked at this already. This is another thing for Goof. I wish there was more art of John himself. I mean me, I'm John. I'm gonna end the stream now. Listen, I am who I say I am, and you can't tell me otherwise. I know who I am, and you don't. Or you do, because I'm telling you. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and, raid dear friend of the channel, Forrest, for a little bit. They're playing B-Swing. Haven't heard of that, but it sounds interesting. And then, perhaps in 20 minutes or so, you can go and look at Weaker's stream as she comes back from her hiatus. So I appreciate everyone coming along, seeing this month's edition of John Worldwide, and we'll see you maybe again sometime in another month. We'll see. So, a good evening to you and yours. And hopefully you pass along the torch and you show some kindness to the next people you see. Have a good one.